Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I am going to be counting down my top 10 manga for 2020. Now, to make this list a lot shorter, I am only counting series that I physically picked up in 2020, as well as series that were first published in 2020. So this narrowed down my list to about 28 different titles, and I'll just be going through my top 10 of those 28. First of all, I was really impressed that I got 28 titles to qualify for this list because I had the stipulation where the first volume had to be published in 2020. That doesn't mean that there's only one volume published in 2020. There could have been multiple, or it could have been a one-shot. Anyways, let's get into the list. So at number 10 on my list, I actually put Given by Natsuki Kizu. Given is a BL music band manga, and honestly, it is very emotional and very, very good. This series being number 10 on my list, honestly, does not discredit at all. All 28 of the manga that qualified were all manga that I bought and I thought that I would really like. This is not all the manga that I read in 2020 at all. And the fact that Given made this list means that, I don't know, it's a really good manga, I guess. It's funny because the first volume of Given was published in 2020, and subsequently 3 other volumes were also published in 2020, which is really impressive. Yeah. Now for number 9 on my list, it is My Androgynous Boyfriend by Tomeko. There's actually 2 volumes published in 2020, and I picked up both of them. I really enjoyed this series. It features a couple as the set of main characters, where they are a long-standing couple from high school, and the guy, he has a very androgynous look and is a model, and he just really loves his girlfriend, and his girlfriend really loves him. So I don't know, it's a really sweet series, and yeah, it's number 9 on this list. The manga series that made it to number 8 on this list is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Now this series I think was published first in January of 2020, so it just snuck its way onto this list, and I love it so much. It features a whole bunch of ghost stories that are happening at this one high school that are all based off of these different urban legends. And the series is so fun, and I really like the art style in this one. Overall, in 2020, there was 5 volumes published, so it has a pretty fast publishing cycle, which I think volume 6 is coming out in December, so that's basically a volume every 2 months, which is really good. I am super excited to pick up volume 6 really soon. Series number 7 on my list of my top 10 is Prince Freya by Kiko Ishihara. Prince Freya is a shoujo series that is kind of a historical drama-esque series. It is much darker than most shoujo series, and it is so fun to read. There's a total of 3 volumes published in 2020, and I loved every single one of them. They were all so good, and they really kept me on the edge of my seat since they didn't really pull any punches when it came to character deaths, I guess. I think that's what made it really stand out to me and what made it number 7 on this list. Coming up to manga number 6, the manga that stole the 6th place in my top 10 list is Blue Period by Tsubasa Yamaguchi. This series, I really enjoyed this first volume. I found it so, I guess, relatable to me. I actually posted an entire review on this volume. I don't know for sure if I posted it, but I plan on posting an entire review on this volume, as well as my thoughts. But I really loved it, and that's why it's in place number 6. The 5th manga on my top 10 list is Canis, Dear Mr. Rain. This manga is one of the best BL series that I actually read this year. The art and the story is just so unique and so beautiful. This series was also published by Kuma, which I think just started publishing this year. It's like a off branch of Faku, but Overall, an amazing release, such a captivating story, and I really hope that they get to publish more by this author. I really, really enjoyed this volume. Coming on to number 4 on this list, it is BL Metamorphosis. This series completely just stole my heart. It is a sweet kind of slice of life of this old lady who accidentally picks up a BL manga at a bookstore and finds out that she kind of likes it. She likes the story. And pretty soon she becomes friends with one of the workers at the store who is this high school student who is pretty socially awkward and very thankful to make a new friend who has the same interest as her. And these volumes are so sweet and so endearing, I guess. Really, you can be a fan of anything at any age, and that's what this series is here to tell. This series is also quite funny at times. It just holds a close place in my heart, and that's why it is number 4 on this list. Now we are on to the top 3 of my top 10 of 2020 manga list. And coming in at 3rd is My Broken Mariko. Now, I actually posted an entire review on My Broken Mariko, so if you want to see my full thoughts on it, you can look at it there. But I am such a sucker for really dramatic, emotional pieces, and this hit the spot so, so well. This is definitely one of the stories that will stick with me long after I've read it, and that is what pushes it to number 3 spot on my list. It is so good. Go check it out. On to my second favorite manga of 2020. It is Spy Family by Tetsuya Endo. I have volumes 1 and 2 here, as well as I have read the entire series on the Shonen Jump app, so I am completely caught up, and I love this series so much. It is a shonen action comedy, and it is just so funny. It is so funny. Like, so many people have said this before, and there are a ton of reviews out there. Like, if you want to know more about the series, honestly check out most manga tuber channels. A lot of people have done reviews of it and have talked about it, and it is just so good. I love Anya, who's on the front of this cover, so much. She is so funny. I am so thankful that she is the point of view character. I don't think the series would have been nearly as good if it wasn't for Anya. So yeah, my second favorite manga of this year, published this year, was Spy Family. All right, now we are on to the number 1 spot on this list. This is my favorite manga that was published in 2020, and it is Blue Flag. If you haven't read Blue Flag, I highly recommend that you go out there and read it. This series literally has me crying to laughing within minutes in the same volume. It is so emotional and fun to read, as well as like it really touches your heart. There was no way that I couldn't put Blue Flag at the top of this list. Currently, I have the first 4 volumes of the series, as well as volume 5 is going to be published in December, so I'm definitely gonna pick it up. But yes, Blue Flag, top manga of the year to me. Anyways, this was just like a quick little top 10 list for the year. I just figured that I wanted to document some of the manga that I bought in this year, as well as what my favorites were from this year. I do plan on doing an actual top 10 list of my favorite series of all time at some point. It's so hard to narrow it down. Like, actually narrowing down my top 10 of 2020 that was published this year and that I own was so hard. Like, a lot of these series are pretty interchangeable on this list. Like, this is my rough estimate / ranking of all of these series, but depending on the day, honestly, they could probably move around in spots. So yeah, hopefully top 10 of all time will come soon. Definitely let me know if you're interested in that. And also let me know in the comments if you have read any of these series and if you like any of these series, or maybe what manga you would put in your top 10 for 2020. Anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye!